So, you're done creating your dream house, and now it's time to make it 3D. I am going to show you a way to create a simple pop-up to create a 3D effect for your dream house. For my pop-up, I'm using a manila folder. I'm using it because I have it, but you can also use a box. The first thing I want to do is cover the ground and the sky. I'm going to use construction paper and glue it in, but if you don't have construction paper, remember you can always color it in, whatever color you want. I'm choosing to use green for the grass and blue for the sky. You might have some extra space that you need to fill up, so if you do need to do that, you can go ahead and use some extra paper, cut it out, and fill in the space. Try not to leave any white spots if you can. Now it's time to make your items stand out, be 3D, and this is how we're going to do it. First, you'll close your folder and decide how far out you want each set piece to be. If you want your set piece to stand out only a little bit, draw 2 short lines. If you want it to stand out farther away, then you'll make long lines. You want to try to make your lines as even as possible, because you're going to cut on those lines. Once you have finished cutting your lines, open your folder and push out the middle section. Then you are going to bend that section in, closing the folder and creating a crease, making it look like there's a big chunk taken out of the middle. When you open the folder, you'll see that you have created a little shelf or a bench. Now it's time to attach your set piece. You're going to glue it on the front part of the shelf, on the green part, or you can glue it on the bottom of your set piece. I would recommend putting the glue just on the bottom of your shelf or bench, not on the top. You're not gluing anything there. Remember, you want it to stick out. If you put glue on the blue part, then it's going to stick flat and not stick out away from the back of your folder. When you glue it on, make sure to really press, 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 press. Make sure it stays. Press down, feminine open, and voila! You have your pop-up set. Let's try putting on another set piece. Another set piece I have is a tree. I want my tree to go a little bit farther out than my house. So I created 2 lines. Notice I made them a little bit longer than I did for the lines of my house. Then I cut out my lines, pushed out the middle section, closed my folder again, and make sure I make a crease. And when I open it up, I have my shelf. My tree will go on the front of the shelf. Remember, I am only putting glue on the front part, not the top of my shelf. If I put it on the top and then put my tree on, it will lay flat, and I want my tree to pop out. Remember, when you're attaching your set pieces, to really press, press, press. Make sure that they really fit on the front of your shelf. Push down and up. And there you have it. My tree is now more downstage from my house, leaving lots of room for actors to enter and exit. Remember, if you want your set piece to go out farther, you're going to cut longer lines. If you want your set piece to only go out a little bit, you're going to cut out shorter lines. Don't have a folder, but you do have a box? Here's how you can make a pop-up using paper and glue and attaching it to your box. In order to attach your set pieces to your box, I would suggest using a thin cardboard or cardstock or cereal box, something that has a little bit more heft to it. You can take your piece of paper and fold it in half, and then fold a little crease at each end so it looks like a V with wings. Then you will put glue on the wings, right on the outside. These are going to be the parts that attach to the back and the bottom of your box. Remember to press the top, press the bottom, and then close the box and press some more. Get in there. The more you press, the more sturdy your shelf is going to be. There you have it, folks. A simple way of creating a 3D pop-up set. I'm going to finish my details on mine. You go get started on yours. And remember, if you want to build yours, that's great. If you want to use a pop-up, that's great too. Just use your imagination and have a good time. See ya later, skaters.